30-minute, 2-part HIIT and agility cardio workout coming your way. This is a body weight only workout meant for all fitness levels with modifications provided for high impact, low impact, and no impact. So we meet you where you are today. What feels good? What does your body need? And anybody at any point on their journey can come with us. All right, so we're going to give it our all today. Our part 1 is a HIIT portion. So 3 groups of just 2 exercises. We do 1 group, 2 exercises back and forth 3 times, 20 on, 10 off. These are powerful movements meant to give it your all because it's only 20 seconds. Then we hit part 2, 4 exercises in a circuit for change of direction. We listen to those tones. We're jumping into that warm-up with a walk in place. So we're going to slowly bring that heart rate up. We're going to introduce some exercises from our warm-up, and we're going to find our kinetic balance. So we begin with proper body alignment. Our second toe is pointed forward, okay? So toes pointed forward, hip width apart, so in line with our knees and our bony front hips, so not our widest hip point. Now, we have a gentle pull in on our belly button. We roll the shoulders down and back, and we tuck that chin so we're long and tall. In 7 seconds, we're going to pick up that pace. We can either go to a march in place or a jog in place. All right, so either into that high knee march for that no impact, or to a jog in place for a higher impact. Either way, we're getting the ankles warm, so we're pushing through the floor, through our toes. And as we move more quickly, you'll notice that gentle pull in gets a little bit easier, all right? But we might find that we might want to curl forward. We want to stay tall and long, pumping opposite arm, opposite leg. We want to use all of these muscles, work on posture, work on body alignment, because this helps us transfer into day-to-day life. 6 seconds, we're going to go to seal jacks, with or without jumping. We can step out to the side, bringing our hands together in front for that no impact, or we can jump those feet in and out. Our knees are soft either way, okay? Our toes stay pointed straight ahead. And another modification would be to go step, step, jump, jump, and then alternate those steps. We're tight with purposeful movements, long and tall through the crown of that head. This is our last cardio for this portion of the warm-up before we move into a dynamic stretch to open up our hips. So we have a squat, lunge, side to side. So feet wide, toes straight ahead. We're going to sit down into a wide squat, shift our body weight over. So it's toes, knees, hips, leg nice and straight. Switch sides, back to the middle, up and squeeze. And then we're going to shift in the opposite direction. What you'll notice is we're going to get a nice stretch through the inside of our thigh as we sit to one side. So that nice straight leg, we're going to get that nice stretch. This is stretching our adductor muscles, muscles that like to pull our knees in. I'm going to cue that knee in line with those toes because we don't want the knee going in. This is to protect our ankles, knees, hips, low back. We keep our body position in mind so that we can get more from this workout and protect ourselves from injury as we exercise. Walking lunges in 3. All right, so we're going to take 1 step forward. We're going to bring our back knee down towards the floor and we're going to squeeze our bum, tucking our hips under so we get a nice stretch through the front of that hip and thigh. We can then keep walking forward depending on the space that you have in your room, or you can stay in place. But most important, we're tucking the bum under so we get that nice stretch through the front of that hip and thigh. I'm going to stay in place so that you can see my body position. Notice again, my back knee comes straight down towards the floor. My heel is in line over top of my toes and my feet stay hip width apart. You can add a reach up towards the ceiling, even a small lean to the side to get a bigger, deeper stretch. And we only go down as deep as what feels comfortable for our body. So if you notice, I go down here and that's where I'm pain-free, but I go a little deeper and I have pain, don't worry about it. 3 seconds, we bring that heart rate up again a little bit. We have a lateral lunge. Bring that foot up, and then 3 tick-tocks side to side. So out to the side for a lateral lunge, and then 3 tick-tocks. Again, no jumping. Looks like this. Purposeful, strong movements. My toes stay pointed straight ahead the entire time. And if I take that jump out, I'm still pumping my arms. Core stays nice and straight. This is a compound movement, making it a little bit harder. So be patient with yourself, but you know it's going to come again later. We want to bring that heart rate back up, and we're going to hit another dynamic stretch here in a minute. A dynamic hamstring touch with a carry-away arm. So 1 foot flat on the floor, slight bend in that knee. The other foot is on those toes. We take opposite hand to knee, shin, or foot as we stick those hips out to get a nice hamstring stretch. And then we bring our arm up and across, rotating that palm towards the ceiling. Now, as we go up and across, we squeeze that shoulder down and back so we get a nice stretch through the outside of our armpit. Now, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my back position here. I'm sticking my hips out. I have a neutral spine. I'm feeling this down the outside of my thigh, potentially down into my calf. And I'm long and tall, so I squeeze my glutes to stand up, pushing my hips forward. Again, I'm not locking my leg. I have a slight bend. 8 seconds. We're going to switch legs. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Here we go. So slight bend in that opposite leg, toes tapping, and then opposite hand to foot. Now, as we reach up and across, we're going to feel a stretch to the outside of those armpits. This is a stretch of our lat muscle. It helps our shoulders move appropriately. So this helps protect our upper body and our shoulders from long-term injury and pain. This is our last dynamic stretch, guys. So enjoy this slow movement. Enjoy this stretch. Squeeze that bum to stand. This gets our glutes nice and warm, ready to engage and support proper alignment and position. 14 seconds. And we've got 2 exercises left of our warm-up. We have a duck, hook, hook. All right, in 3. So we're going to come into a squat type position, feet pointed straight ahead. We're going to duck it under, come up and across, hook across that body. This is our only kickboxing-like movement in this workout. So our wrists are stiff, our thumbs are outside of our fists, and our thumbs are pointed up as we come into this hook. Notice the power as I come up out of that squat. So I duck under deep, come up with power and purpose as I come into that hook. I like to hook with my outside arm first because that's kind of where my momentum is taking me. 9 seconds, we're going to go to an alternating squat jump. Into. Here we go. Feet hip width apart, toes pointed straight ahead. I'm going to squat, jump, and then the next time I'm just coming up to my toes. So down, up fast, down, up and squeeze. If we're not jumping the whole time, you're just coming up to those toes, making purposeful movements, and most important, toes, knees, hips in that nice straight line. So make a mental note. You should feel your knees stay in line with those toes. If you do not have a mirror, set up your camera. Turn it on. You don't have to record, but it's a great way to watch yourself. 5 seconds. 30-second breather. Shake it out. First part run of our workout. 2 exercises, 20 on, 10 off. First exercise is that squat jump. You can either jump it out, alternate, or go without that jump at all. Second exercise is a mountain climber. Long and tall through the crown of that head, switching legs. No low back pain there. Are you ready? Let's bring it on. Squat jumps, nice, slow, and controlled with those knee alignment. All right, slow it down, alternate if you have to. We're already halfway through. Long and tall through the crown of that head, belly button in, push that floor away. Feeling that in those thighs and in those glutes. Yeah? Mountain climbers. In 3, in that plank position, we punch our hands through the floor. Long and tall through the crown of that head. Switching legs, stabilizing. Now, you can do these on an incline. If you have any low back pain, even up against a wall, and you can easily take that jump out of it. And we breathe. That's round 1. Back and forth, 2 more times. All right? 3 seconds, squat jumps. Guys, we're bringing that heart rate up right off the bat. This is one of our highest intensity groups. So, make sure those knees are in line with those toes and you're pushing 5 seconds. Yes, you can. Breathe, drive. Feeling the burn. Embrace it. Wherever you are today, it's challenging. And guess what? It doesn't matter how good a shape you're in, because it's always going to be challenging. But we need to listen to our body and give it what is our best today. Belly button in, long and tall. 3 seconds. We're climbing that mountain. Your personal mountain with your goals at the top. Squat jumps, one last time. Down and up. Driving that floor away. Reaching. Pushing towards your goals. Halfway through. Making sure those knees stay in line with those toes on the push off and on the landing. Holy guacamole, guys. You hear it? It's hard. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You get a quick breather here in 20 seconds. So, switching those feet. Feet stay hip width apart. Squeezing those glutes to stabilize. You're over halfway through. Almost there. Climb your mountain. It's you versus you. And breathe. Now 30 seconds for you. Get a quick drink. Keep moving. Don't sit down. Second group, twisted burpees. Our hands go down to the floor. We pop the feet out into a plank position. Pop them back in. And then we twist. 1, 2, side to side. So notice I'm not doing a push-up. Second exercise, a duck, hook, hook. You ready? Now, if we're stepping it out, we pop those feet out, step them back in into the squat, and then we go opposite elbow, opposite knee. You can do this on an incline surface, with or without the jump, whatever it looks like. All right, the 20 seconds goes fast. Duck, hook, hook, straight from the warm-up. Duck it under, hook it across. Bring it. Squat it down. Punch it out. You can punch. Bring that power. It develops in those legs as you come up and across. We want to make sure we stay long and tall through the crown of that head, because it's easy to bunch up here. Stay strong. Stay long. 7 seconds. Twisted burpees. It flies, guys. This group, it's hard, but it's fast. Now, I added the twist jumps into these twisted burpees to break up the burpees. If you want to take it up a notch, you can do that push-up. But it's not a flop and a snake back up. All right? It's a down, push, cycle. All right? Form first. Bring it, whatever you've got. Stepping or jumping. Duck, hook, hook. No impact here. Just straight power. And you can be throwing those punches. Don't punch your screen. But you can throw them at me if you're angry. At least you don't have to thank yourself for writing the workout. 5 seconds. But we're bringing it. And we know. Only one more time. Same exercises. Right here, right now. All you've got. The next group is a little bit easier. On those twist jumps. Feet are hip width apart. Light hops. Switching directions, whichever way we go to. I want you working that brain. 5 seconds, guys. Almost there. There you have it. Breathe. Duck, hook, hook. In 5. Bring it under. Up and across. We're already halfway through. And that includes the warm-up. And the stretching at the end. So, what have you got? Making it halfway through is a big step. Quick drink. Keep your feet moving. Catch that breath. Next group is a lunge pop. So straight back into that lunge, and we pop those feet together. So down and up. If we're not jumping, you can simply come up. And I like to come to balance there. All right, and alternate legs. Second exercise is those seal jacks, right from warm up. Lunge pops, here we go. Feet hip width apart. We feel all 5 toes on the floor. And if you're feeling hungry, like you're ready for more, go ahead and do that jumping lunge. All right, otherwise, pop it out or step it out. Lunges are hard. They are going to drive our heart rate up crazy high. Seal jacks in 4. Out and in with those feet and clap. Clap those hands in front of you. Now, anytime we work that chest, the chin's gonna wanna pull forward. The chest is gonna wanna roll in. We have to make a conscious effort for ears over shoulders over hips. Shoulders down and back. 3 seconds. As I get all wonky in my jumping jack. And breathe. Lunge pops. In 3. Bring it on, yeah? Down and back. So we want to feel all 5 toes pushing through the floor. Second toe driving down. That suggests the heel is over top of those toes. Feet hip width apart. That's important for our knees, for our longevity. And longevity, that's what this workout is working towards. Power, seal jacks. Clapping in front of you, long and tall, through the crown of that head. Don't forget, you can tap it, and then do 2 together, and tap it. Either way, this workout is for you, and you've come too far to stop now. Beautiful work. One more time. Lunge pops, seal jacks. What have you got? We've got this. Together, we're stronger. We support each other. We work towards our goals in a community of support, of gratefulness, of mindfulness. 5 seconds. Big push. There you have it. Seal jacks, a little lower intensity. Keep moving those feet, walking or jogging, boxer shuffle, whatever it looks like. Last 20 seconds of part 1. Can you pick up the pace? Can you squeeze a little bit harder? You can even clap those hands or control so they don't touch. 5 seconds. What have you got? Beautiful work. Shake it out. Agility. This is all about moving quickly and changing direction. 30 on, 10 off. 4 exercises. First one is that lateral lunge. 3 tick-tocks going side to side. Second exercise is a long jump. And then a fast feet back. All right. 5 seconds till we get started. Deep breath. And now let's go. Toes, knees, hips, straight line in that lateral lunge. Toes pointed straight ahead on those TikToks. Use those arms. Pumping. Working. Yes. Moving side to side. I'm going to turn to the side here so you can see my chest stays up tall. I don't want it dipping too far down. You don't need to touch the floor. All right? All right. Long jump, fast feet back. Feet are hip width apart. Pay attention to those knees. Swing and jump forward. Fast feet back. If we're not jumping, we can swing, step forward and stabilize. And we still move those feet fast, backwards. All right? And then switch which leg you step forward with. Either way, we want to land quiet. With those feet hip width apart. We go as far as we can, keeping those knees stabilized in good position. 5 seconds. Fast feet back. Yes. Next exercise is 3 skaters to a balance. So we step, hop, or jump towards an inside leg. We go 1, 2, 3. Catch and balance. So we're changing directions, side to side, and then squeezing our hips quickly to catch and balance. All right, so we can step. We're using those arms. And notice, you might still lose your balance. We only step, hop, or jump as far as we can stabilize. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel those hips burning. Last exercise of this circuit is a plank. Lateral walk, and then a shoulder tap on each arm. So we step opposite hand, opposite foot in that plank, and then we tap each shoulder, trying to keep our core from moving. Now, we can do this on an incline, making sure that we prevent that low back from hurting. All right? We try to keep those hips from swaying side to side as we touch those shoulders. Beautiful work. That's round 1. 2 times to go, and we're already at the finish line. Lateral lunge, 3 TikToks. Bring it on. Out to the side. 3 TikToks. Make sure we're pumping those arms. This is a grand opportunity to engage everything, even though we're really using those legs and those hips. How quickly we change direction here impacts how we teach to engage our hips quickly. This is stability for our body. All right, so when we move side to side each day, we want our hips controlling our ankles and knees. Long jump, fast feet back. Here we go, jump it forward, soft landing, fast back. Toes, knees, hips in that nice straight line. Soft and quiet when we land. I'm kind of have an unfair advantage being on carpet, but the way we keep it quiet is soft knees, pumping those arms and legs, jump, and quiet landing. 5 seconds. Keep trying to step, hop, or jump to the same spot. And breathe. 3 skaters to balance, side to side. Are you ready? So 1, 2, 3, catch and balance. Those hips are already warm. Not just from the lateral lunges and the TikToks, but from stabilizing in the long jump. So I'm feeling this in my glutes, in my hips. I like to call it the side butt. But it's really 3 seconds, that glute medius, supporting proper alignment. Oh, breathe. Plank, lateral walks with those shoulder taps. Feet hip width apart, 2 lateral walks, 2 shoulder taps. Long and strong through the crown of that head. Try to switch which arm you're tapping with. for those shoulder taps. If you're having a hard time, you can come into a bear crawl position and go side to side. And then hit up a quadruped. As long as that back stays neutral, the belly button stays pulled in. 1 round to go. 2 minutes of hard work. Lateral lunge, 3 TikToks. Side to side, pumping those arms. Core stays supported with a gentle pull in. We're not rocking side to side. Strong, purposeful movements in our workout. We're mindful. We're listening to our body. Toes straight ahead. Think about it. Engage. And know you got 1 more down. 3 to go. Long jump. Fast feet back. Here we go. Changing direction quickly. Learning to control. And it's called decelerate. Slow your body down. This helps us have the strength and the quick response time to catch ourselves from a fall or from a trip. This is vital for longevity and long-term independence. 5 seconds. We're building it all now. And we're working towards those goals. So much that we can glean from a great workout. 3 skaters to balance. Bring it home. This is, I feel like, our last high intensity movement. Use those arms. Try to change directions quickly, keeping those toes pointed straight ahead. Halfway there. What have you got? You're out of breath. You're sweating. It's hard, but we're gonna embrace it and be grateful for everything our body has done so far. Yes. And how far we've come. Plank, lateral walk, shoulder tap. Opposite hand to foot in those lateral walks. Shoulder tap. Keeping those hips nice and stable. At no point do we have back pain here or shoulder pain. The shoulders stay right over top of those hands. And I know it's hard to breathe, but in through the nose, out through the mouth, because you're on the home stretch. You're almost there. Bring it down. Get some water. You made it to our breathing, to our targeted stretch. All right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Expand the belly, expand the lungs. Reaching overhead, exhale. Think of all the hard work that you've done today. 1 more deep breath in. Whether it was just getting out of bed and getting yourself off to work or school or whatever you did today. We're gonna start with a stretch on our calves. So you can face a wall 3 to 4 feet away. We're gonna step 1 foot 3 to 4 feet forward, and then out to the side, 6 to 12 inches. We pivot the back foot, so the pinky toes point straight ahead. We sit into that front leg and drive that heel towards the floor. I love to do this up against a wall, feeling that stretch through the outside back of our calf. So through the calf, potentially down into the heel, even through the foot sometimes. We're gonna hold for 30 to 45 seconds and then go ahead and switch sides. Take a mental notice if one side is tighter than the other. All right, this is what it looks like. Remember, pivot that back foot so it points straight ahead. Chest up tall and proud after all that hard work you've done. And breathe. We're gonna come down to the floor and stretch the front of the thighs and hips. So feet hip width apart, back foot flexed. You can put a pillow, blanket, or a pad under that bottom knee. And then we're squeezing the bum. Tucking the hips under. We feel a stretch through the front of the hip into that thigh. Now we only add the reach towards the ceiling and that small lean to the side if we feel an increase in stretch. Now I always say targeted stretch because I stretch specific muscles that have a propensity to get tight and lead to injury and pain. So, switching legs. If you feel like you're still having that stretch and I say switch sides, make sure you pause and stay in that stretch a little longer. Those muscles are tight, we should listen to them. We should also notice if one side feels tighter than the other, because we can stretch those muscles on our own so that we can help prevent injury and pain. Feeling that stretch comes long before we are in pain from those tight muscles. We are going to finish with a child's pose, toes together, knees wide, reaching those hands away from the body, rolling the shoulders down and back, away from those ears, and sitting those hips towards those heels. Press that chest towards the floor and breathe deep. Expand the belly, expand the lungs, exhale. Pushing that chest towards the floor. Now, if you have any knee pain here, you simply bring your hands up to a higher surface, sit those hips back. Nice stretch through the outside of those armpits. This is those big lat muscles that can tie into that low back, cause a lot of pain and tightness in our upper body. Deep breath in, guys. You did it. Another workout in the books, whether this was your first one, your 100th one, or your 1,000th one, you made a step for you today. Take a minute to think about all that your body did and what it took to get you here, and be grateful for that. All right? I am beyond grateful for you coming with me and trusting me on this journey. It is an honor to be helping your body. It is an honor to help you find longevity and deep health. Keep up the amazing work. Please provide me your feedback, what you liked, what you didn't like, how I can help you further, because I'm always here to help support you and reach your goals. Keep up the amazing work and be grateful for all that you did today. I'm proud of you, and I hope to see you again next time.